Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. It is impossible to escape the impression that people commonly use false standards of measurement. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. When making a decision of minor importance, I have always found it advantageous to consider all the pros and cons. Religion is a system of wishful illusions together with a disavowal of reality. Life, as we find it, is too hard for us. It brings us too many pains, disappointments and impossible tasks. In the depths of my heart, I can't help being convinced that my dear fellow men, with a few exceptions, are worthless. Words are capable of arousing the strongest emotions, and prompting all men's actions. The ego is not master in its own house. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. The ego refuses to be distressed by the provocations of reality, to let itself be compelled to suffer. One might compare the relation of the ego to the it with that between a rider and his horse. It is easy to see that the ego is that part of the it which has been modified by the direct influence of the external world. The dream is a sort of substitution for those emotional and intellectual trains of thought. Self-deception is a plant which withers fast in the pellucid atmosphere of dream investigation. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, make sure that you're not surrounded by fools. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive, and will come forth later in uglier ways. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Immorality, no less than morality, has at all times found support in religion. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. In the small matters, trust the mind, in the large ones the heart. Religion is an illusion, and it derives its strength from the fact that it falls in with our instinctual desires. The madman is a dreamer awake. No, our science is no illusion. but an illusion. It would be to suppose that, what science cannot give us we can get elsewhere. I have found little, that is good, about human beings on the whole. Friendship is an art, of keeping distance, while love is an art of intimacy. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those, who already exists in our subconscious. The goal, of all life is death. The mind, is like an iceberg, it floats, with 1/7 of its bulk, above water.